Some fireworks in this one from Amsterdam as the Danish team punches a spot into the last 8 of this competition. 9th minute. Wales with one of the first good looks of the game. Gareth Bale didn't miss by much, Taylor.
No, he didn't. It was a fantastic start from the Welsh perspective, especially when you look at Gareth Bale has only scored once in his last 14 competitive games, and yet this was class all around. Damsgaard is a fantastic young player, 20 years old, and yet Dolberg with a great finish, Macca.
Yeah, slight offside. No, it wasn't. And he uses the bodies of all the players. So Danny Ward, the Wales goalkeeper, can't see it, to the joy of his other centre-forward partnership.
That's a foul, by the way.
Front. Yeah, it was a
foul.
It's
a foul.
This is Denmark's second goal in the build-up. Wales with some shouts of a foul there. In the end, though, Denmark on the counter, taking full advantage.
Yeah, but to the point, though, fine, it's a foul, but Sammy, like, at some point you've got to foul, you've got to stop the ball. It was too slow from Wales to react.
Maybe it is a foul, but as you can see, it's like 10, 15 seconds afterwards. So you have the time to react and to get the ball back. So for me, it's like amazing goal. So and well-deserved goal.
Not a bad mistake there too, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad mistake by poor Nico Williams, who'd only just come on, and it was very unfortunate. And Wales were gone by then. Even here, Mailer cutting inside. Ben Davies commits himself, slips over, finishes it off, and it just goes from bad to worse.
I made it 3-0. Stoppage time, why not add a fourth? Andres Cornelius.
This is a good finish. It's been a frustrating tournament for Braithwaite, who has had numerous amount of chances to get his first goal. But that's a clinical finish. Lucky that it went to VAR. And obviously for all the Wales fans, they had to endure that extra 90 seconds to video review for a game that was already over.
Denmark 4-0 winners over Wales as they advance to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2004. Meanwhile, Wales out of the competition. And here's a look at the bracket. The Danes, the first team into the quarterfinals. They await the winner of Netherlands, Czech Republic. That match coming tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Taylor, you were on the call for this one. We focused so much on the external storylines with this Danish team. They've now outscored their last two opponents 8-1. How well are they playing?
They're playing very well. They didn't score a ton of goals in the group stage, but stats can be a little bit of a false number. And yet when you look at the number one stat that stood out to me is in the group stage, Denmark created 15 chances per game, Macca. That's only second to Italy. Yet they were missing the final pass, the final play, whatever it may be. They got that jump-started against Russia. This game was different because the first 15 minutes, in my opinion, Wales were the better team.
Yeah.
They were on them. Gareth Bale was in great spots. I thought Ramsey was on the front foot. And yet, when they reacted and scored that great combination off Damsgaard and Dolberg, all of a sudden, Wales looked like a deer in headlights. Denmark looks like a team, Macca, that believes they've got a second life to this.
Yeah, I thought they played very well. I mean, the first game, of course, we can take out the result from the first game against Finland, exactly what happened to Christian Eriksen. They shouldn't have been allowed to play on the game, so you totally understand why they lost. They lost against Belgium in the second game, but they were excellent, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
They were excellent. And then the third game, they go and win. So I think this is their true-to-form scenario, the way they're playing at the moment. I think they're playing well. I think they've got a lot of neutral supporters behind them.
Yes, they do.
So they will keep rolling on. Of course, it's only going to get more difficult. You'd expected them to win today to a certain extent against Wales, but can they go the next step?
Yeah, how far can they take it, Sammy?
At first, I have to say that Wales were a better team, but then the coach, for me, he wins the game today because he changed the system and put Christensen on number 6 and to help the other midfielders, so they control Ramsey and Bale much better. So if they continue like this and they have Josef Poulsen, hopefully he's coming back, then they have two options as a striker with Dolberg and Poulsen. They can go through the semi-finals or even more. So they impressed me a lot.
Yeah, big decisions coming for Kasper Hjulmand with those two
forwards.
But
you'd rather have those than not, because I think after the first two games, Seb, it's a great point. I'm not sure he had those options and had those. And now all of a sudden, even Cornelius came off the bench and looked at him.
Looks dangerous,
now he's got two or three different options up front that helps them.
Macca, did they get enough out of Bale today? He had a couple chances to put the ball in the back of the net. Hasn't scored for Wales since, what, October 2019?
No, he hasn't scored, and that's what you associate him with. But I still think he's been playing OK. I think what it came down to today was, in the end, just that little bit of quality. You know, one person or two people can't drag everybody forwards. Once you get to the knockout stages, it becomes a lot more difficult. And I think he's played OK. I think he has played well, but it's just It's just difficult, Sammy, isn't it? That's all. You know, to drag them forward all the time.
Yeah, it's not that easy if you have just like one or two like world-class players in your team, and especially against this strong Denmark team. So, yeah, hopefully he can continue his international career because he is a great player. I hope Ancelotti brings us back. Say again?
You think he will continue his international career, or you think we've seen the end of him with Wales?
No, personally, I hope that he will continue, and also that Ancelotti will bring back his motivation, especially in Madrid, because he is a great player. He has everything. He has talent, he has mentality, his strength.
It shouldn't even be a question. He's only 31, is he?
Absolutely.
It shouldn't even be a question about retiring.
But you two know this better than anyone sitting at this. In a major tournament, if he scores the penalty and he scores the easier chance against Italy, that extra little bit, because the first chance, like, he was a little off in the final third. He's only got 1 goal in his last 15 competitive games for Wales. We still go back to what he did in 16. And so, Seb, I would answer your question, say they needed a little bit more, but this is still the same team that only scored 10 goals in Euro qualifying. Yeah. And so, to a certain extent, you can't put everything on Bale and Ramsey. And if you don't get enough, well, then it's not necessarily on those two. It's who they are.
Qualifying out of the group stage was their final to a certain extent.
Agreed.
Anything else was, they were always going to lose, whether it was against Denmark or whether it was the next game, but they met a really good, strong Denmark team. So, you know, Denmark team, the Danish side were the better team today and thoroughly deserved to go through. I thought the referee was
shocking,
terrible today, but that should not take away from the Denmark performance.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.